What's up YouTube, it's Chef. In this episode we're going to be going to the end, and this very well may be the end of my world, so stay tuned because you'll never guess what happens. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers, by the way. This is my 100 subscribers special, and we will see what happens in the end. Before we start though, I'd like to point out that 90% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you could, please subscribe. It means a lot and we're heading towards our new goal of 500 subscribers. Anyways, let's get on with the video now. As you can see in my hand, I have not enough ender pearls and just enough blaze rods. So I need to go to the nether and trade with some piglins to get some more eyes of ender. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, welcome to the nether. As you can see, I have this weird little piglin trading thing. I don't know if you could even call it that, but it's basically just a pit of piglins, and I throw gold in here because I've had so much gold blocks on all these modded structures, and I'm able to trade with them, and my luck has been terrible. As you can see, I went through a lot of gold, but at least I did get quite a decent amount of ender pearls, but we'll see if that's even enough. Alright, we're home now, and that means we need to craft all our eyes of ender and throw them in the air and see where they go. So as you can see here, I've crafted 16 eyes of ender, so hopefully that should be enough. Normally you only need about 12 or 14 if you're really unlucky, but I'm gonna go with 16 because I know my luck is not gonna be good. Also, I randomly got this fireball from one of the modded structures. I actually have 2 of them, so we're gonna take them to the end and see what they do. Probably not a good idea. Alright guys, we're outside now and we have our eyes of ender, so let's throw the first one and see where it goes. Okay, interesting. So it actually went behind my house. I was expecting it to go a little bit to the left, but you know what? That's okay. It is in a bit of an inconvenient spot. As you can see, it's on my roof right there. But let me just get that real quick and let's continue forward. Alright guys, as I was traveling the direction that the Eye of Ender told me, I stumbled upon this thing. It's a modded structure and it has a little bit of loot in it. Get a load of this thing, the carrot sword. Not sure what that's used for, but it might just be a little gimmick item. But still, it's just a cool little structure and I just wanted to show you guys just in case. Anyways, our Eye of Ender is still telling us to go this way, so I'm just going to continue and then cut to when I get to a village. Alright guys, I spotted this campfire smoke from a ways away and I thought it was a modded structure, but then I saw a warp lantern and that means there's a village nearby. So let's go ahead and head up to this village and see what we can find. Here we have our warp lamp. This is going to be very useful in traveling back and forth just in case I need another Eye of Ender or something. But it looks pretty good right now. I've only lost one, so we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go ahead and throw another eye and see if this is the village. And it appears it is. It went behind me, so it's probably down here somewhere. I'm not sure if they can spawn in deep slate or not, because I don't think I've been to the end in that long. Or I have, but I just don't remember if it was in deep slate or just normal stone. But I'm gonna dig down and I'll let you guys know what I find. Alright guys, I've dug down and I finally hit it. I didn't think they could be this low. We're at negative 30. But as you can see in my inventory, I do not have enough eyes to light the portal if there's 0 eyes in it. So I might have to end up using this warp lantern and go back to my house so I can make more eyes of ender. Because, oh my gosh, it was such a hassle getting down here. After a little bit of walking around, I finally found it. The portal room. This means we're one step closer to finding the ender dragon, getting elytra, or dying and ending this series. Alright, but before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and see if there's any libraries in here so we could get some books and some armor trims. And not even a second later, we actually found a library, which was right down the hall. Super convenient. This is a very nice spawn, as you guys will see in a bit. This stronghold is just so nice. This is a pretty decent book, maybe for when I get a mace, because I don't have anything to put breach on yet. And as you can see, we got that eye armor trim, so that's good. Let's see what else is in here. Alright, we found our next chest, so let's see what's in this one. Power 4, we don't really need that. Efficiency 4, I guess that's good. And another power book, so nothing too crazy, but I'll take it. They're books, might as well. And we got another eye armor trim, so that's good. Alright guys, down the hall again from this original library, it's another library. I was very surprised at this. I thought I'd have to be searching for a while, but this is a very conveniently shaped stronghold, so I do appreciate that. Alright, we're at our next chest here, and we got Lunge 3. That is an amazing book that I will be putting on my spear. Let's see what else we got. We got Loyalty 3, Piercing 4. That's not too good, but you know, a book's a book. Anyways, let's see what's up top. Alright, we're at our next chest up here, and we got Silk Touch. That is an amazing book. I will be needing that, but first I need to fix up my inventory. Alright guys, so as you know, I do not have enough Eyes of Ender to fill up this portal, but that's okay because we actually did have this warp lamp. So what I'm gonna do is just go home real quick and pick up some more supplies so I can make one more Eye of Ender. Let's go ahead and make this real quick. We do have plenty of blaze powder, so we're good on that. Okay guys, we're back with 12 Eyes of Ender now, so we can fully light this portal. This is going to be either a huge step of progression for our world or the end of it as we know it. But I think I'm going to do pretty good. This is my first time technically soloing the Ender Dragon. I've actually done it with my friends like all the times before. But let's see, hopefully it goes well. Last eye, here we go. Alright, I'm ready. Let's do this. Alright, it seems we spawned in a box. I'm actually okay with that. I like it much better than spawning outside the island. Alright, we're here. My plan for the cages is to go up with water, and hopefully that should be okay. And I also noticed, I don't know what mod this is, but I think it's dynamic light that like makes these little supernovas in the sky. Very cool, I like it a lot. But anyways, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to let the footage speak for itself in this fight, and I will see you guys in a bit. My Xbox stopped recording around here, so there's just a slight cut, and let's continue with the fight. there you have it, guys. The Ender Dragon finally defeated. That was a very intense battle for me. I feel like I was so slow in it, and for those of you watching, you're probably being rage baited by how slow I was being, but oh my goodness, that was so worth it. And now we can go to the end city and see what we get. Hopefully we get an elytra. But first, let's go ahead and grab the dragon egg, and then we can take it home. But GG, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this. Oh. I have actually never seen this in all my days of playing. The thing teleported right above the portal. So, I guess that means no egg for me. But, yeah, I guess we'll figure that out later. But anyways, I want to get the elytra, so let's go ahead and go to an end city. Alright guys, here we are at the end city gate. Let's go ahead and use an ender pearl to get inside, because I have a bit of trauma from trying to use a water bucket. I think it's easy, but just in case it ends up glitching out or something, we're going to be safe and use an ender pearl. This is a pretty interesting spawn. We're on top of a chorus flower, and as you can see, the gate's right up there. You know what, I don't mind this. But let's just keep going and see if we can find an elytra. Pretty much right next to the gate we found this modded structure, you guys. This was really nice to see. I'm glad that the structures add-on actually goes into the end as well. I have seen this structure before when I played in one of my previous worlds. It doesn't contain anything too good, I believe, but it does have some shulker boxes, so let's see if we can get those. Alright, I just found a chest. Let's see what this has. Nothing good. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, we are a little high right now, so I'm just going to throw down an ender pearl and reset my height so I don't take too much fall damage. Alright, so here I found an empty shulker box. Oops. But anyways, these are like scattered around the place. They're just like shulker boxes that you could like store stuff in. They're not the actual shulker mobs. And as you can see, I got myself a few already, and yeah, that actually is very satisfying. Now we don't have to grind like a bunch of shulkers to try to get a shulker box. But anyways, let's keep going and see what we find. Alright, so I found us another modded structure, but this one is not very flashy or appealing at all. So I'm just going to breeze through it real quick, and then we can continue on our journey to find an elytra. Basically, this is just like some ruins that have an enchant table in them, and you can enchant your stuff, which, I mean, that's kind of cool. Not every structure needs to be crazy. But anyways, so I found another end portal, or end city portal right here, and as you can see in the distance, there we have a ship, guys. We're so close to getting an elytra. Let's go. Alright guys, we've got ourselves a pearl after a couple kills. I'm going to go ahead and pearl over to that island, and then head up that end city. Alright, so we are here at the end city. Let's see what it has for us. There's a shulker guarding the place, surprisingly. I thought they would be inside, but as you're going to see, there are plenty inside. So let's just break in and see what we can find. Alright, finally we've made it out of that stupid tower. I always hate that part because it's so annoying. But luckily I was just able to use levitation and get up. But let's see what we can find in these chests. Hopefully something good. Alright, first chest here we have a diamond chest plate with blast protection. So that's not entirely good, but I'll take it, might as well. And an iron pickaxe with efficiency and mending. So I think I'll just end up displaying both of those as like museum pieces instead of having like an actual use for them. Alright, we're at the top now. Let's see if we can find anything. I thought this was the ship gate, but it's actually not. This is the ship gate. And we have finally found it, you guys. The ship is right over there, as you can see. All I have to do now is bridge over to it and hopefully not fall off. If you made it this far in the video, please let me know by leaving a comment down below. And let me know if you guys are tired of this world. Like, if you don't want to see this hardcore modded world anymore, let me know, because I do have another world idea. I came into this world with another world idea just in case I died, but I mean, we're getting pretty far, so if you guys just want to see me chill and build around and stuff, then let me know. Alright, we have officially entered the boat, which means we are so close to the elytra I can practically smell it. Now the only thing standing between me and arguably the best item in the game is this shulker right here. And just like that, guys, we've done it. One of, if not the most important, greatest, most versatile items in all of Minecraft, the elytra wings. Honestly, this is a huge step in our world progression, and the chests were actually really good. It came with a pretty decent iron sword and obviously some diamonds, which is always appreciated. And it came with a diamond shovel and the spire armor trim, which is one of my favorites to use. Check it out, guys. I love how my cape looks with my elytra. This is the zombie cape, or the zombie horse cape, sorry, that you got from the event that happened a little while ago, where you had to kill 10 things with the spear, I believe. But yeah, it looks very nice, and I'm very happy that I have this. And now we could just go on up here and then fly down to the city gate and then go back home. Actually, I do see a modded structure down there, so I figure we might as well go down there first because I have tons of rockets on me. And then we'll go to the gate after that. This is my first flight with this thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm definitely going to put mending on it the second I get the chance. Alright, so we're inside this modded structure now. It has a little chest inside of it. And there's nothing too good in here except for a healing bag, which I guess is something. I'll take it. But anyways, let's go home now. There's the gate right over there. We could just probably fly in. We don't even need to use water and an ender pearl or anything. And then this should take us back to where we fought the ender dragon. I decided to swim in right here. Not entirely sure, but as you guys can see, it does work. It's just a little bit weird, and then you lose your water, but it's okay. Let's go home. Alright, we are back, and now all we have to do is use our warp lamp here, and we can go ahead and warp home. Alright, now that we're home, I'm going to go ahead and farm bone meal so that I can farm more carrots to buy a mending book for my elytra. You guys will never believe this. As I was going to my bone meal farm, I saw the dragon egg just sitting there, not doing anything. I guess it must have gone back to world spawn when it went in the portal. That's a little confusing, but it's okay. At least we have it now, and geez, I didn't even realize world spawn was right there. But anyways, now we have it so we could display it later. Alright guys, I have just enough emeralds to go ahead and buy myself a mending book, so I'm just going to do that real quick. I actually did have some more left over, so that's good. And now we could go ahead and put mending on our elytra. Alright, and just like that, guys, we have a mending elytra. That is awesome. I do need to get Unbreaking 3. Oh, and I could put lunge on my spear. I forgot about that. But I also need to put Unbreaking on my elytra because this thing breaks fast. But yeah, anyways, here's for you guys to see the way that lunge works. Basically, when you jab, you actually launch forward. It's a very interesting mechanic, and honestly, I like it. I think it's cool. But it does like wear down your hunger a lot. You guys will see in a second. Like my hunger just starts going down crazy fast. But anyways, very cool enchantment. Very cool that I got my elytra as well. Well guys, that's gonna do it for my 100 sub special. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And since I beat the end, let me know if you want me to end this world, and if you want me to continue in a new world, or if you want to keep seeing this one. I'm good with either options, and I have a good idea for the next world if you guys want that. But let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.